Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, I am going to be giving you the much requested return of NFL Deal or No Deal. For those who don't know what this video is, I asked you guys to drop me trade proposals on Twitter, which a lot of you guys did. In this video, I'm going to be going through them and reviewing them, saying if I would accept or decline. If you guys want to participate in future videos like this, don't forget to follow my Twitter. Link is in the description. Anyway, a couple of quick plugs before we start. Use code WyattzWorld on G Fuel or Prize Picks. G Fuel, it'll save you a discount on any G Fuel products. And Prize Picks, it'll match up to $100 of your first deposit. Also, don't forget to use code WYATT10 to save a discount on any Waggle merchandise. That link is in the description as well. All right, I'm done talking. Let's get into NFL Deal or No Deal. All right, so here we are on Twitter. Here's the tweet, and let's get going. So first trade we got is from Brody, and he says, deal or no deal? Bucks get Trey Lance, Niners get Antoine Winfield Jr. Bro, I don't know. Niners did lose Jimmy Ward. They could use Antoine, not that they desperately need him. Obviously, the Bucks love him, but at the same time, the Bucks really probably need a quarterback. Tell you what, if I was Tampa, I'd wait till about week 4 and see how the quarterback situation's doing, and if we're really struggling, I'm gonna consider making this trade. And on the San Francisco side of it, they're definitely going to ponder on the idea. That's a good one, Brody. This one's from Carson. He says the Bills receive Deontay Johnson in a 3rd round pick. The Steelers receive Stephon Diggs. No. On the Bills, I'm saying TJ Watt or no deal. Realistically, though, that's not a good compensation for Stephon Diggs and what he's contributed to the organization since getting there. Minka in a 3rd round? That's a lot closer. Mike, the sports guy, says the Bucks get Zach Wilson, the Jets get a 6th, a 7th, and a pack of Doritos. You got yourself a deal. In all sincerity, I don't think the Jets would let Zach go for that little yet, but I bet you if it was a 4th and a 5th, he'd probably go. Maybe just a 5th, honestly, even. All right, next one's from Fins Up. He says, deal or no deal? Chiefs get Michael Pittman Jr. and the Colts get Sky Moore in a 2nd. No. If you're asking me, the Chiefs are giving up too much there to get Pittman. Pittman is good, but Sky Moore hasn't really had a fair chance. He only had like 20 receptions last year. On top of that, a 2nd round pick. I mean, that can typically be just as good as a 1st round in a lot of scenarios. It just doesn't equal it for me. I was the Chiefs. This is a trade I would offer for someone like Mike Williams or something maybe. All right, this one's from Dylan, and we've got 3 of them. First one is Cameron Jordan to the Bengals for a 2nd and a 5th. He's old, but he's still good, man. I'd probably do that if I was the Bengals. I mean, the guy doesn't have an injury history, and he's still elite. Next up, we got Chase Young in a 4th to the Bills for Ed Oliver. Ooh, fuck. I don't like that, man. I really do think Chase Young can still be one of the best edge rushers in the history of the game if he just stays healthy, but I can't trust it, and Ed has been way too good in recent years. I know Ed's a DT, and he's not the best in the league, but he plays. Chase doesn't. And lastly here, we got Budda Baker to the Chiefs for a 1st and a 4th. I don't know why. To me, that just seems like a lot, even though Budda is elite. I'll tell you one thing. If I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, though, I'm going to do that trade because the Chiefs can afford to do it. The Chiefs can afford to not have a single draft pick over the next 3 years and still be in Super Bowl contention. Here's another one for Budda Baker from the Eagles. They're saying that the Eagles give up a 2024 2nd and a 5th and a 2025 3rd round pick. Now, this is another team like the Chiefs that can afford to skip a few picks, but this trade also just sounds and looks a lot more manageable, even though you're giving up more picks. This one, I would be a lot more comfortable doing if I was the Eagles. Here's one from Kane. He says the Vikings receive Trey Lance in a 2024 4th round pick. The Niners receive Harrison Smith in a 3rd round pick. If I'm the Vikings, I'm taking that shit and I am running. 49ers would never offer that, dude. Harrison Smith, yeah, you know, he's still a solid safety, but that guy is at the end of his career, man. I mean, that's way too much. Trey Lance was what, a 3rd, 4th overall pick? LR1 says deal or no deal? Colts get Tyler Boyd. Bengals get a 3rd, a 7th, and Isaiah McKenzie. I'm doing that if I'm the Bengals, and I'm accepting that if I'm the Colts. Tyler Boyd is legitimately a wide receiver 2, manageable to become a wide receiver 1 if you need him to fill in. Very underrated player. Yes says Vikings get Elijah Mitchell. 49ers get a 5th and a 7th from Minnesota. 100% again doing that if I'm the Vikings. If I'm the 49ers, I don't think that's enough. Elijah Mitchell, man, like I said, he has a little bit of an injury problem, but when he has played, he has proven that he eats. I'd try to get a 3rd or a 4th for him. Costa says says, Dolphins receive Justin Jefferson. The Vikings receive Jalen Waddle, 2 future first-round picks, and a future second-rounder. I gotta ask the state if they're doing this. This is a nasty offer, man. I might sound drunk for this, but I think if I'm the Vikings, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, you're getting rid of probably the best receiver in the history of the game, but you're getting a top 10 receiver, 2 first-round picks, and a second-round pick in return. Like, that's insane. Here's one from Raby. It says, Patriots get Geno Smith and Tyler Lockett. The Seahawks get Mac Jones, a 2024 first and a 2024 second. Would never ever do that if I was the Patriots. If I'm the Seahawks, I'm probably taking that and running. Cole Allen says, deal or no deal. Panthers get Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins get JC Horn and a 2024 second. I'm not doing that if I'm Miami. I love JC Horn, but I can't get rid of Waddle for anything less than about what the Justin Jefferson trade was. This guy named Joey is asking, would I trade Josh Allen for Cooper Kupp, Matt Stafford, and Aaron Donald? No, I wouldn't. If Stafford and Donald were both in their 20s, it would be a lot harder to think about, but no. Riley says the Packers trade Aaron Jones in a third, the Bucks trade Mike Evans in a second. I think if you drop the Bucks side to a third-round pick, so it was just even 3 for 3, and then Aaron and Mike swap, I'd probably be comfortable considering that. This one's from Creeps. He says the Bears get Nick Bosa, the 49ers get a 2024 Panthers first, 2025 third, and Eddie Jackson. I'm confused about the Panthers pick here, but it's coming from the McCaffrey pick, right? So essentially it's just a first, a third, and Eddie Jackson for Nick Bosa. I'm not doing that. That's not enough for Nick. If I'm the 49ers and I'm getting rid of Nick Bosa to the Bears, I am doing it for no less than Justin Fields, DJ Moore, 4 first-round picks, 6 second-round picks, 8 third-round picks, and 5 fourth-round picks. Deal or no deal, Chase Young to the Vikings for a 2024 second and a 5th. A lot easier when the Vikings aren't giving up a key player, and it's a lot easier when the Vikings don't have a key player to really give up on the defense. Yeah, I'd probably do it. I'd take the risk. Why not? Eric says Saints get Devontae Adams in a 3rd-round pick. The Raiders get Demario Davis, Michael Thomas, and a first. Yeah, I'm doing that. I really am. Saints are getting Devontae Adams alongside Olave in a 3rd, and they're getting rid of Demario, who is good, but he's, old. Michael Thomas, who can't stay healthy, in a 1st for basically Devontae there. I'm seeing it. I'd do it. Mooney says, deal or no deal? Panthers get Josh Allen. The Bills get the entire state of North Carolina. No, not enough. Mega says Bills receive Saquon Barkley. Giants receive Gabe Davis and a 1st. Yeah, I'd do it now. Last year I wouldn't have. This year I would. Gabe's board says Pat Surtain for JC Horn. So you're just asking who's better? I'm going to take Pat right now. Blue Beetle says deal or no deal? D-Hop agrees to a 3-year, $32 million deal with the Titans? What? That's like $10 million a year. Lamar for 2023 MVP says the Rams get a 2024 second and a 3rd. The Bears get Aaron Donald. If I'm the Bears, I'm doing it. If I'm the Rams, probably going to consider it, dude. Donald's talked about retirement and he's like 33, 34. That's a pretty good value. I know he's still elite, but I'd have to consider that. Mike Take Flight says the Commanders get Kyler Murray. The Cardinals get a 2024 first and a 3rd and a 2025 first and a 4th. I would not consider that if I was the Commanders, dude. Kyler Murray is not worth that much. I would probably not even do it for a 2024 first and a 3rd. Honestly, like, I do not think Kyler Murray is special. All right, let's go to the quotes. Not gonna lie, a lot of them are just like this, where it's just asking who's better. Not that they're bad questions, but it's just swapping players at positions, pretty much upgrading and downgrading, Ninja Dill says, Commanders sent Antonio Gibson in a 2025 2nd-round pick. The Bills sent Dawson Knox, a 2026 3rd, and a 2027 4th. I'm not doing that if I'm the Bills. I know we got Kincaid, and I know we're getting a 2nd-round pick in return, but I've just kind of lost faith in Gibson. Deal or no deal from Random Player Daily. He says Raiders get Lamar. The Ravens get Josh Jacobs, Chandler Jones, and Hunter Renfrow. If I'm the Raiders, I'm doing it. The Ravens would never accept it. Pepper the Bengals fan said the Bengals get Chase Young. The Commanders get a 1st-rounder and Trey Hendrickson. I'm not doing that if I'm the Bengals. That is insane. There's another one. Eagles get Tua and Tyreek. The Dolphins get Jalen and AJ. I don't know. I'd leave everyone where they are. Brown Backward says Mike Evans for Brandon Cooks, a 1st and 2 seconds. Way too much. Mike Evans is like 30 years old, dude. All right, we'll end on this one from Tristan. He says the Bills get Quentin Nelson, Zach Moss, Michael Pittman Jr. in a 2024 second for Stephon Diggs, Kiar Elam in a 2024 first. No, I couldn't do it. I'd want Quentin Nelson, but he's still been good, but not as good as he was when he first came into the league. And that is gonna be it for NFL Deal or No Deal, The Return. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know what to do to show support. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. I try my best to post on this channel every single day. Everything I just said, I'm gonna hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. I'm not sure of what my 4th of July schedule is gonna be, so I'm gonna try and update you guys on that too. But as always, have a good one. I'll see you in the next upload.